Welcome to Same Spit Different Face Podcast, where my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast, and it's free. So don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I don't make the rules, I know how to bend them. Rental for a month, 5% I got a tenant. That little bitch a 9, I don't want it, got a tenant. I'm the landlord, I'm collecting from the tenant. When I'm in the landlord, standing on that business. I come from the trenches, keeping tools like it's wrenches. Bodybuilding niggas over plates like benches. EA Sports. For the hip hop spotlight artist, check the description.
Stop it. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Hey, I'm hurt. I'm viewing this differently. Nowhere else in the world could this happen. Hey, stop. What are you doing? Get the energy right. Come back. I've begged and I've pleaded with niggas. I'm not forcing nobody to come sit here and be a fucking millionaire. Enough of that. I'm not skirting around my career achievements, accomplishments, my successes, the things that have worked here in the last 6-7 years, because these two gentlemen may see it another way. That can't continue to happen. The way that I go about conducting business cannot be affected by people that cannot affect it. And that's what's been going on here for since halfway through the second year of that Spotify deal, since the Spotify deal left, since we announced the Patreon deal. It's just been a lot of nasty, behind-the-scenes, slimy accusations of thievery and questions about shit from niggas who can't question me about shit. And I can't say that because we're friends. And if you don't nip that in the bud, if you don't put a zip on it, if you don't seal it up, it can come back to bite you again, which is what's been happening. You niggas been beefing about accounting for 3 fucking years. There wasn't a dime coming in. Y'all was beefing about accounting. And Spotify came and y'all started beefing about accounting. And then Spotify left and you were beefing about accounting. Well, what the fuck does it matter if you don't have final say in any of the accounting? Nothing you say matters in the accounting. I can't say that because we friends. And I respect you. And I won't. But don't make me have to say it. All the deals that are signed, unfortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, because there's a blessing in it. The beauty in it is everybody gets their rights still. Everybody gets to have their rights. You have to trade something of value to get something of value. So if I'm trying to protect my most valuable asset, which is this podcast, and I'm loaning my name out, and now my name has contractual obligation to it to get things done so we can still have our freedom and our rights and be protected and make money and do what we're doing because we killing out here. Who don't get that plan? You?
I get the plan.
Anybody know they might just think you saying it?
No,
Anybody?
No,
Corey?
I'll take it a step further. In most situations like this, what you would do is take a percentage of everything that they do because you have facilitated a place for them. If you sign to another artist, typically what happens is that artist is going to take a piece of everything that you do.
Yes. And if not artist, then label. If not label, then streamer. If not streamer, then investor.
Whatever the fuck the upper hand is.
Yes.
You've never done that. To me, or these gentlemen, as far as I know.
No, I've never done that. What I didn't say on the podcast that I think is really important to mention is that, and this is my belief only, please don't think I'm trying to talk down on anyone because I'm not, but I believe at the time of this implosion that these gentlemen had no idea what was in their contract. I believe they didn't read it. I think they negotiated it or had a lawyer negotiate it because you needed to get the whatever needed to come from that. But do I think that they were all the way aware of what their contract said? No. Do I think in their accounting mission, did they find out what the contract said? Yes. And that's where I think a problem comes in. Because if you view what the contract says as bad, you're going to come in here with bad energy. You're going to come in here and not give much effort. You're going to be lazy. You're going to feel away. You're going to build a resentment.
Y'all should be able to speak honestly.
And that never happened. Again, like I said in the pod, neither one of these gentlemen still to this day have said, I'm unhappy with something. I want to renegotiate. I want to make more money. I feel like this is wrong. They just keep being met with their own misunderstandings of things that I assume everyone knows. And we not there no more. I've been in relationships with women, romantic, where I would have to say, yo, if I have to stop what I'm doing to check on you every time you feel like something is wrong. And I have to go off your emotional base. And you feel like things are wrong a lot. What that's going to do is it's going to make me have to stop and check on you a lot. Which is going to slow me down.
It's a lot of energy.
It's going to slow me down.
It's a lot of energy.
I can't do that. I love you.
Right.
And I want to make this work. But there's a bigger fish to fry, and I can't slow down. And that's where I am with this, man. I wish I could see it their way. I wish I knew what they were looking at. I wish I knew what they heard in the street or what people are putting in their fucking head. These niggas are going to lose this. They've lost this. It's over. You're never viewed the same. Your business is not the same. You're not finding it elsewhere. There's nothing you could do. You're going to sue. You're going to audit. You're going to look foolish in the face because I've been recognized that this is a multi-million-dollar thing and it has to be protected as such. It has to be upheld as such. It has to be represented a certain way. I would like for the friendship to remain. But I'm with two niggas who clearly say they don't give a fuck about podcasting or the network. Well, our interests are not aligned.
Right. And my friends that have nothing to do with podcasting care about podcasting.
My
Because I
friends that
care
have
about
nothing to do with
podcasting.
podcasting care about podcasts because I'm in podcasting. And these brothers should care just because for me, right, when something works, I continue to do it.
Hell yeah.
Like when I'm provided solace from somewhere, like when I see results and progress somewhere, I keep doing it. I know what it's like to do something and not see results and not see progress and fail and be bumping your head against a fucking wall. When something works as a creator, goddammit, I'm going that way. When Pump It Up worked, I had 7 more fucking up-tempo club dance records to you upside the head with before the South took over. When it works, it works.
Yeah.
I wish I could spot the base of their discomfort. Don't tell me it's friendship. I don't give a fuck about that. That's not what moves me in business. Our friendship is altered. Nigga, friendships get altered. Friendships get altered every day. Some of my closest friends have moved away, got with a girl, stopped speaking to me, fucking went. The shit fucking happens. You're not holding me hostage because of a friendship that existed. Nigga, we can still be friends.
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck? And I wish I knew. Wish I knew a way to say it. Some of y'all behind the scenes know I've tried my very best to avoid all of this. I let them back. They spoke their piece. I tried to talk them off a ledge, speak to both of them. What irks me is I have yet to speak to Maul without Rory being present.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
I've called Maul a million times, extending the friendship respect card. He never called. He never returned any call or text. Don't tell me about respect. I'm trying to handle you with the respect and the decency that our relationship has called for as long as I've known you. Somehow you've let this white boy get into your head, and that's how you moving.
And I still want.
But roll with him.
I still want to talk to Maul.
Well, me too. That's why I called him.
Yeah, still want to talk to Maul.
But he didn't answer my call. Instead, he called in. He called whoever he wanted to call. He tried to get his money. I thought it didn't matter about money, but he tried to get his money. Cool. Go ahead. Get it, nigga. Get it. Have a blast. But this behavior, this chemistry, how you were viewed when you came in. When I was trying to hire Maul to do this, Maul, let me tell you who Maul was. Maul would light up any room that he walked in. Any room and any crowd, it didn't matter, guy or girl, whatever walk of life you came from, Maul would light that fucking room on fire with good energy, positive vibes, laughter, and humor. That's who Maul is. When Maul joined this podcast, that's who I thought was joining this podcast, and that's who joined. Stories, good times, it was a blast. Somewhere along the line, that changed. People grow up, people want to do things differently, people make some money. Who knows what happened to Maul? But we niggas, so I don't have it under a microscope. I'm not watching it like that. But that don't seem to be who Maul is today. And I respect that as someone, as I love him.
No doubt.
So if that's not who you are today, then cool. But that extra cool shit ain't the best potting, if you're asking me. It don't bode the greatest, if you're asking me. Rory, during all of this sabotage, mutiny shit, was coming around letting me and Corey know that Maul is rolling with him. with his chest out, proud. Yo, what Joe gonna do? Cause Maul's with me. Corey can tell you what he said when he heard it. What I said was, guess what? You guessed it. Nigga, keep him. Hey, whoever's with you, let them stay with you. I'm not looking for anybody. But they have to be cool with what comes with staying with you. And from the sound of them last two podcasts, they didn't sound the coolest. They didn't sound like they were at peace with their decision making, their thinking, their thought process, their course of action. They didn't sound at peace with none of it. And I just had to sit here quiet because I love them and maybe it'll help them feel better. Right. And we went on a vacation and before we even came back, the lawyer sent over their lawyer, which is as stupid as I ever heard. The lawyer that came up with all this, which is as stupid as I ever heard. That lawyer sent something over to say, hey, fuck your accountant. We don't believe none of that shit you say. Well, all right, nigga, you're fired. Go check the accounting at home.
Yeah.
I've done. It's been 8 weeks. It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
Somebody tell me what I was supposed to do. I think I did everything right. I apologized. I took accountability. I did therapy. I let them come back against my business advisors and my financial advisors, against the advice of everybody who loves me. Anybody who loves me, who knows me, who has ears and eyes and a brain, says, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Even some of your enemies.
Yeah. A lot of my enemies.
Yeah.
I try to be kind and try to be graceful, man. This ain't to toot my own horn. This is just to say how extremely disappointed I am that we're here.
Me too.
But boy, am I proud that we're here. I'm happy we're here.
We troubleshot.
Yeah. We troubleshot. We got through it seamlessly. Everybody here is okay. I'm okay. The business is okay. The views are okay. The audio's okay. The future business is okay. Everything is okay except for these two niggas. But guess what? Everybody got to be responsible for their own energy, especially when you walk in somebody else's house. We love these brothers. We wish them well. God bless them. But whatever the fuck is going on with them, they got to get it together on their own. Not with me, not with y'all, not with this bad, dark energy. And that's my opinion. Not to say that they actually have that. It's just my opinion of what's going on. And that's that, man. They can't continue to come in here and hold the audience hostage, show up 1 week, not show up 1 week. Nah, Duke, that ain't how this operation run. You go run your shit like that. I show up. I work twice a week. With the threat of going 3 and 4 and 5 times a week. With Patreon, it probably is 3, 4, and 5 times a week.
It is.
I go, man. When problems occur, I just get to going. I just get back to work.
Right.
I don't relate to any of this shit, this lazy bullshit. I don't. It's been 6 years. Nothing exists outside of here. Don't talk ownership to me. I go too hard, I bust my ass. Headaches, long nights. Not seeing my kids, not talking to my family. Don't get me to talking about what comes along with this ownership shit. Everybody want to talk it. It's expensive.
Mm-hmm. Very.
It is expensive.
It's very.
Hey, we went on that tour, the second year of the tour at Spotify. At the end of the tour, $1 million tour, know what happened? I had to come out of my pocket and pay Spotify. They did nothing during that tour. And I paid them and showed accounting as to why I'm paying them. Know why? Contract say, year 2, you got to pay. Hey, year 2, if y'all go on tour, you got to pay us something because the thinking is we help blow y'all up. Right. It don't matter if they did or didn't, and they did. The branding worked.
Yeah, of course.
The branding worked. They did. Shout out to Spotify. Salute y'all. It worked. Mm-hmm. But I ain't want to pay you niggas. I was in the middle of fighting for a renegotiation. I didn't want to pay them. Know what I did? Paid them. Owner shit. Got to do it. You can't have the threat of your business in a bad space, the credit of your business, the thinking, the people that deal to business. Yo, our business is done so great, man. I wish I could tell y'all. I wish I could tell y'all. I don't have to tell you because you see it. I
have some idea.
But I got too much going on for me to have two niggas who I don't believe to know very much about business. Or this business, rather. Not to insult. They might know. But this business, not so much. I'm learning on the fly, too. Mm-hmm. But to have these two brothers come and tell me how this thing is supposed to run how this thing is supposed to go and that all the accounting that people provided is fraudulent. And where do these numbers come from? Bitch, where did the check come from that you cashed?
Well, stop, because they didn't try to tell you how it's supposed to run. They weren't clear about that, right? Like, so that's a part of it, right? The communication of what they wanted was never really
Well, no, for years they've been questioning the accounting behind the scenes of, hey, why'd you pay for that? Why'd you pay for that? Why does he make that? Why does he make that? What's going on?
But that goes to you saying that they never asked for a raise. They never asked for a renegotiation. Hey, just say why you're questioning these things. To what end?
Yeah, what makes you believe this? Where's it coming from?
Right. And
We never got that.
What are you trying to get out of this? Because if we just get to what you want to get out of this, we can get somewhere.
Yeah.
We can get
I
somewhere.
love you. We can expedite things.
Right. We can get somewhere if we just get to the transparency of what you're getting to by saying, why does this cost so much? Why does that cost so much? By questioning it, okay, these are the costs, but what are you trying to get to? What do you want? What do you want?
That's a very good point.
I think that they think that the Spotify deal was worth a lot more than whatever I reported. They might think that I'm pulling something else funny with a deal somewhere else and I made like tens of millions of dollars and reported it as 1 million and pocketed the money. That would be the most idiotic thought to have ever.
Yeah.
And you could think it, but to pursue it?
Right. To throw it away off a whim.
I come in here all the time and say that I was paid the least from this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I went to make my money from elsewhere because I saw what running a business looked like under the Spotify deal. That shit was expensive. I had to go get some more money. I had to go do the Revolt deal. I can't see no books over there. I had to do the deal. I'm paid handsomely.
Oh, say that again.
Love and Hip Hop ain't gonna show me no books neither.
Say that again.
I'm paid handsomely from Love and Hip Hop, but I ain't gonna see no books. I don't know how they run their fucking business. I'm talent for hire. Guess what? I think I invented that show. I think I helped build that show, create that show. I can think what I want. Guess what? So what? You can't see their books.
Right. No one can see the books
you
at
take
any
the check?
fucking job they work at.
Tell these niggas that. I know that. And they so fucking whatever they are, they think they emulating me. So they sat here, Rory sat here and said, well, what's the difference between this and what you did at Complex? Shut up if you don't know. Should have asked that weeks ago. Don't ask it now. If you don't know, you don't know is the point. Mm-hmm. But you got to find out before you bust your move. Because once you bust the move, you can't unbust it. Again, when I come in here and scream on Spotify, I know I'm never going back. I know it's over. When I come in here and I scream on Complex, that was the end of the road. I knew we was never going back. I was never going back. Hey, whatever I'm saying, relationships will be lost. My rep could take a hit, but I'm never going back there, and it's important y'all know it. I wish I knew where they sat. I wish I could tell y'all. I wish that I didn't exhaust all the energy into trying to troubleshoot this. I wish wasn't so lenient. I don't know where it came from. But they got to go get it together, man. And I'm taking this time out just to communicate that to y'all because it starts and ends with y'all.
Joe, you helped create State of the Culture. You created it.
Yeah. I co-created that, me and Puff.
You and Puff. Co-created it. Started it from day one together.
Mm-hmm. And day one was long before day one. We was working on that show for at least 6 months before it hit the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
Did that show. You were getting paid.
See the books?
Do you hit Puff? Let me see the books. Let me see any revenue. Let me see who gets paid.
Never.
You're questioning why somebody gets paid.
Never.
What they get paid.
Never. Hey, let me take it one further than that. One time, Ian thought that he wanted to hit Puff to find out about advertising and what we could work out with the advertising on the show that we helped create. He was going to hit Puff, and they have a relationship. And I hit Ian, and I said, Ian, don't waste your time. Save yourself. You don't need to hit him about advertising. The advertising's from Ciroc.